Tonight, a report on some covert operations being conducted right here in the United States, not by the CIA or FBI, but by Madison Avenue. Advertising has become advertising ad nauseum, and we are forever being pitched to, marketed to, and appealed to by someone trying to sell us something. If you find that troubling, the companies trying to sell you stuff aren't too thrilled either. They're finding it harder and harder in this assault of advertising to get your attention, and are coming up with inventive, even devious ways of grabbing you. Which brings us to something called undercover marketing, marketing by masquerade, stealth marketing.
Let me give you a quick definition of stealth marketing. Stealth marketing is marketing to people when they don't even realize that they're being marketed to. It's kind of that real.
Somewhere in downtown New York, a secret plan is being hatched.
It's got to be totally under the radar.
A hand-picked team of attractive, approachable, guns for hire have been tapped to go undercover.
You're going to have fun with this.
They've been assembled by a company called Essential Reality, which has launched a new product called the P5 Glove, a cutting-edge device that video gamers can use to fly planes and fire weapons on their computers with a twitch of a finger.
And we're going to go into coffee bars and crowded places. Your job is to go out there and have fun with it and say, yeah, sure, come on, you want to try it? Great, try. And all of a sudden, you just involve them with the brand. And then feed them a few sound bites along the way. Hey, you're in there. It's like, look at this. It's like you're in the game. It's like you're in the game. That's a good sound bite.
Inside a nearby Starbucks, Theo and Kumani could be any of 1,020,somethings hanging out, obsessed with their new toy. Not pitching anything, just waiting for someone to approach them. And so were we with an undercover camera.
It works well?
It works really well. Try it on for in like a minute, you'll see this thing just moves fluidly.
Bingo, Mr. Curious plays right into Theo's hands.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. If you want, y'all, I can email you the information about it.
The fish just keep taking the bait.
This is so cool.
You know, I have some information that I can email you.
Let's do it.
Okay, give me...
About this?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this is great.
Above all, they never let on. They're on the job.
It's like you're actually moving inside the game. It's like you're moving inside the game. Yeah.
Like he's right inside the game.
No one is overtly trying to sell you anything, only trying to get you to want it. And then, of course, buy it and tell your friends about it.
It's only going to get lighter, you know what I'm saying?
Not soft sell or hard sell, secret sell.
Go ahead, get this guy in the business suit.
Excuse me, would you mind taking a picture of me and my boyfriend?
When Sony Ericsson wanted to promote its hot new gadget, a cell phone that takes pictures, beyond conventional advertising, they launched an undercover campaign called Fake Tourist.
Excuse me, ladies. Sorry to bother you.
60 actors took to the streets of 10 cities, irresistibly innocent-looking, seeking a small favor.
Excuse me, you mind taking a picture of us? Thanks a lot, man. It's cool, right?
The undercover operation was the brainchild of Sony Ericsson's director of marketing, John Merritt. Why did you choose to keep them undercover?
That was an easy way to create a very non-evasive, interesting conversation with somebody without the pressure of it feeling like this is a pitch.
It obviously was to overcome our natural resistance to being pitched to.
Yeah, in a sense it was, but more so in a sense it was for the people to just fit into the area in which they were.
In other words, that good Samaritan doesn't know she's being had.
It's cool, right?
Times Square in New York is the ancient home of American marketing of every kind, for whatever takes your fancy. Where they once picked pockets, they now mess with your mind. Malcolm Gladwell, who wrote about such things in his book The Tipping Point, thinks undercover marketing is a bit of a con game.
Well, there's an element, obviously, of deception involved that I don't think is the case in conventional advertising. I mean, conventional advertising is about trying to charm us or trying to persuade us, but it's not usually about trying to trick us. And it's the trickery part, I think, that makes this different.
But there's deception in all advertising. The cars you see on television are slicker, faster, shot in a particular way to make them look even better than they may look in the showroom. I mean, deception is part of the game in advertising.
Mm-hmm. Well, but there's a set of rules that govern a lot of advertising, and we're aware of the rules. We are aware that the woman in the advertising for Ivory soap is prettier than most women in our lives. A line is crossed, I think, when you go outside of those normal boundaries and start to deceive people in ways that they are where they are totally unwitting to what's going on.
Critics of this kind of advertising would say there's something slightly subversive about it, it's conning people. It's a question of ethics.
Certainly there are critics of the program, and I can't speak to what other people's opinions of the program are. The majority of the people that we polled found it interesting, fun, and innovative. They didn't find it at all, to use your words, deceptive or subversive. I mean, it was simply that they enjoyed a new way to see a cool new product.
Cool new products are the lifeblood of undercover marketing. And these are the kinds of cool people the marketers want to get them to not just buy, but get them talking about a product. Word of mouth, buzz, the least expensive, most effective form of advertising. But can buzz be manufactured?
Part of what makes real word of mouth so powerful is the understanding we have from that the person telling us about it is telling us about it for disinterested reasons. They're not being paid by somebody. They have our interests at heart. That is worlds apart from a situation where the person telling us something is telling us that because they have some private agenda. They're getting paid, they're being planted.
A good enough actor can do it, though, surely.
Yes, a great actor can do it in the moment. But my problem with undercover marketing is not what happens in the moment. It's what happens a week or 2 weeks or a month down the road when we discover we've been duped. And I think that the moment when we discover we've been duped causes a backlash. Companies who engage in this practice are courting that backlash, and that's a very, very dangerous thing to play with.
After the stealth campaign at Starbucks, we tracked down some of the people lured into using the computer glove.
It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. I'm marketed to like 24 hours a day.
But some felt it was untruth in advertising. John Flaherty didn't like being taken.
It just seemed to be like a nice, friendly encounter and kind of restores your faith in your fellow New Yorkers, and then to find out it was all fake. It's just kind of, I don't know. I don't like the ring of it.
Did you guys like anything to drink?
The marketers keep finding new ways to deactivate our advertising early warning systems. None of these fashion victims know they're also stealth marketing victims, unaware they're being pitched to every time they're offered a drink.
Can I get any old drink?
These painfully hip party animals do not seem a bit curious that the only alcohol being poured is a new brand called Tory Vodka. Nobody hyping anything, just pouring.
Cranberry and curry?
If you'd put up a sign, a big banner saying, Tory Vodka welcomes you, try our delicious new product.
Absolutely not happening.
Turn off.
Absolutely not happening.
They don't want to be pitched to.
They have no interest in having someone sell them.
David Elias, CEO of a marketing company called Soul Cool, ran the vodka operation. He's the man to go to if you want to influence the choices of that fickle, unpredictable 20-something demographic. He made a deal with the hottest club in town to push only Tory Vodka at this party, hoping to start a vodka buzz. It's called viral marketing, as in virus. Somebody tells 2 friends, who then tell 4 friends, and so on, until the infection takes hold.
This is not the old theory. This is the new way of doing it. The clutter in the marketplace, people feeling like they're marketed to all the time, that kind of message for this demographic doesn't work. They're not interested. They want to know about it from a friend of theirs that's in the know, that keeps up with the trends. And that way, it's very subtle.
Subtle is Elias's weapon of choice. On the day we visited, Soul Cool operatives were going undercover on the internet, promoting the movie Cowboy Bebop, an animated feature. If you've never heard of Cowboy Bebop, shows what you know.
And they're totally talking about Cowboy Bebop right now.
There.
They're extremely into it, yeah.
Soul Cool employees, all of them barely in their 20s, boost the promotion by flooding internet chat rooms and message boards with rave reviews for the movie.
For a lot of these kids, this is like, a real world to them.
Real, like everything else, is in the eye of the beholder. So Cool does not mention any professional affiliation, so the kids who read their messages have no idea they're talking to a paid marketer hired to plug the movie. And it's not just So Cool employees who are doing the plugging.
You need to see Cowboy Bebop. You really do.
There's Lucas Schlager, a 13-year-old Cowboy Bebop fanatic, one of 350 volunteers across the country enlisted by So Cool to hype the movie in exchange for T-shirts and posters.
Spirited Away was great.
From the comfort of his Long Island bedroom, Lucas spends hours in chat rooms, typing and hyping away.
13 different chats and 4 message boards, multiple postings. And I would just, completely tell everything about this movie and just get people to go see it.
Lucas sometimes mentions So Cool in his chats, but often he doesn't. The other person has no idea he's dealing with a marketer.
Well, in this case, I don't really consider this person a marketer. I consider I consider this person a fan of the project that he's interested in.
But you need these people to create the move, the buzz.
Yes, and these people are passionate and excited about telling their friends about the movies.
All enough to make a person wonder about that chance encounter.
Excuse me, do you gentlemen have a light?
Is she suggesting some passion and excitement? Or does she just want a light? Or is she selling something?
What do you normally sell?
She's selling something.
The goal here is to be sitting at the bar, you have your package of cigarettes on the table, they're open, they look full, and you're really waiting for someone to come up to you and bum a cigarette.
When a company called Freedom Tobacco wanted to market Legal, their new brand of cigarettes, they didn't have a big budget. So they did what a lot of companies are doing lately. They went undercover.
They have the recess filter. Really? And they're pretty good.
Undercover is where you'd expect to find cigarettes and smokers these days. But there's a whole host of wholesome household names stalking you.
Sure. I mean, some of the clients that I can't speak about because of the contracts that we have with them, they talk about the fact that, this kind of marketing needs to stay undercover. And they pay us a lot of money to keep it that way.
Do you like it?
Undercover marketing hasn't eclipsed the old-fashioned kind, but it's growing.
It's good, right?
And if you think you haven't run into an undercover marketer yet, well, that's the point.